Baby Ellie, she's sleeping. I don't want to wake her up. Probably gonna wake up anyway because I'm talking, but there's a lot of stuff that bothers me. It's just bothering me because, yeah, it has to do with carbonation. And, the number one thing that I hate about carbonation is that when people go there, it's so much light that's drawn to that situation that when people leave, people take your videos, put them online, and they say that, like, commentary all your videos and put you online and all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's not even that they get into me. It's just that it's a lot that's on my chest as far as what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? That's bothering me about the situation because I put up with a lot of shit. I put up with a lot. And for people to say that, matter of fact, for him to say that, a lot of the stuff was my fault, because he told me that to my face. He told me that it was my fault of why they looked the way they looked and all of this extra stuff, why he went to jail. And that hurted my feelings because you can't sit there and act like I'm the maker of this whole thing. Like, but we'll talk about that. Like, it's just that when I first went to Carbonation, I didn't have a crush on NatureBoy. I didn't like him. I never even thought that we could be together. And I told him that. The person who I had eyes for was Omek. I had eyes for Omek, and I wanted to be with Omek really bad. Like, because we just vibe like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just vibe like that. And it never crossed my mind to be with him like that. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I went to Carbonation in the first place, the reason why I saw them in the first place was because of the knowledge. Some of the things that NatureBoy says, that shit be like 100% true. But I personally feel like he's taking something good and using it for his own intentions, his own agenda. He's using something good for bad. And nobody can sit up there and say that it's all good if many people have came and left. Or the whole fucking, all of the carbonation is looking like goddamn skeletons. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to think that if something was good, then so much bad wouldn't be coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to me. It really is. And I went there for the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And so much had happened in our relationship between me and Omek that nobody knew about. As far as the ins and outs of NatureBoy secretly liking me and never telling nobody, but it was that energy was permeating the atmosphere, so me and Omek had problems in our relationship. And of course, me being young and dumb, I didn't know why Omek was acting the way he was acting. I didn't know why Omek was like, do you like him? We had many fuss, many arguments that nobody never knew about. But eventually, me and Omek separated, and at one point, in a split second, I didn't want to be with nobody. I was like, I just want to be by myself. But NatureBoy was like so gung-ho on being with me, and I couldn't believe, like that he wanted to be with me, because I didn't, like I told you, I didn't never think that we could be together. But the thing is, I never went to Carbonation to be with him, so I never went to Carbonation to try to change him, or I never got into a relationship to try to change him. I knew that he was polygamous. I knew that NatureBoy was polygamous. And him giving the knowledge that he gave on it, I was like, okay, I could understand that. I'm an Aquarius. I could understand a lot. So I was like, I could understand that. So I tried the polygamy thing. The problem for me was, and this was the reason why I left, because he would get wives and make them our wives without my permission. He would fucking pass every single woman around in Carbonation and have sex with them. So how could you sit there and say that everything is my fault, and the reason why you fucked up, and the reason why you look like a fucking skeleton, and the reason why you going through everything that you going through is because of me? Was that a problem when you was fucking all them women? Was that a problem when nobody knew who Sheba baby daddy was? No. So don't ever try to turn it around on me and act like it's my fault. Because if I wouldn't have been the pillar between you and fucking all them women, every woman there who's pregnant right now wouldn't know who the baby daddy is. Now you want the truth? And this is not to bash nobody. This is not to throw shade or nothing, but this is the truth of the matter. Nobody stupid is going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, she's the No, my nigga, like, you literally use the knowledge as an excuse to do what it is that you're doing. You have sex demons, my nigga. Like, real talk. You want to spit some knowledge and you want to say something for real? You have sex demons. That's why every single woman that you draw there only want to come there for you and fuck you. And if the woman don't want to be there to fuck you, you finesse them and manipulate them into thinking that they want to fuck you. And yes, every video, everybody in this life could go to every single video that he's ever posted of him doing a real nigga moment, or him talking to somebody else, doing fucking a mediation session. He's always talking for someone else. He's always telling the other person how they feel. And you know what we do as people in Carbonation? We sit there and we say, yeah, you right, Master Chief. That's what we do. I got tired of that shit because I knew how I was. The reason why I clicked out so many times and then I turned around and was somebody else was because I fucking sat there and let him manipulate me into thinking that that's what I was thinking, what he told me I was thinking. But deep down inside, I wasn't really feeling like the way that he was telling me I was feeling, so I was clicking out because of it. Because I was conflicted in the inside. Nigga, I know how I feel. I know what I think. And you're not going to tell me any different. So it came down to the point where I couldn't express myself. He would like to say, I encourage everybody to be themselves. No, you don't. Everybody around you is fake. Everybody around you is fake. Everybody around you don't have nothing to offer. You want to sit around and make videos and say, well, if you moving on with your life, then move on and all of that extra shit. But you're not doing any better from when I left. You trying to do the live download like you did in Costa Rica, my nigga. Like, you're going backwards. You're supposed to be going forward. And you talking about me. And the reason why I'm so touched by this is because you're saying online that I miss you and all this extra shit. I don't miss you. Nigga, the only reason why I'm very touched about this is because I'm your fucking baby mom. I have your child, and you don't even give a fuck about Eliana. You would like to tell the world that Eliana is dead to you. Bitch, you're dead to me. Bitch, you're dead to her. How about that? You got me all the way fucked up and bent if you think I'm gonna ever get back with your stupid ass. And I'm not even flexing. This is real. This shit is real life. Eliana does not have her father because he wants to be fucking stupid. Because he wants to stick his dick in so many sockets. And now I have to go fucking test myself to make sure that I'm good. And test her to make sure she's good. Because you don't want to fucking get out of your lustful ways. And be the fucking father that you're supposed to be. You want to talk about everybody else, every other man out here that's a deadbeat, but bitch, you don't talk to none of your children. You don't care about none of your children. You could tell online, oh yeah, I really care about my children. Well, why the fuck aren't you in their lives? Because you're using the knowledge to get around what it is that you're actually supposed to do. Well, Babylon this, and if they're Babylon, then they ain't my children. Babylon is everywhere, motherfucker. It's a mindset. You take Babylon everywhere you go. And if you want to blame Babylon so much for you not being the father that you're supposed to be, shame on you. Shame on you. He's a fucking master manipulator. If you think about it, carbonation is nothing more than a motherfucking word that revolves around Eligio. Period. Everybody bows down to him. Everybody walks up with their hands behind their back saying Master Chief. As if. What do you offer these people? Okay, you offer them a little bit of knowledge. Okay, and what do you have to show for that? Skeletons? Their motherfucking cheekbones and rib cages? Let me tell you something. I was 95 pounds when I left Carbonation. 95. Ain't no way in the motherfucking world, if I was supposed to be happy, if it wasn't as bad as it was that you're trying to make it out to be at Carbonation, there is no fucking way that I would have been 95 pounds after giving birth. And I ate just as much as you. $95 pounds. I am 98 pounds right now. And you didn't give a fuck to tell me that, baby, you losing weight. Let's create a situation to where you don't be so stressed out. You don't, because you never cared about me. All you wanted to do was drain my motherfucking energy and harness my shit so that you can do what you wanted to do. The reason why you wanted me to be there so bad is because you knew that I could motherfucking tell all them women what to do, and them bitches, all of them would bow down, even if they didn't like me. Even if them motherfuckers didn't like me, they still would have did what the fuck I told them. But guess what? I didn't never sign up for that. I ain't never signed up to tell another bitch what to do. I signed up to gain wisdom and to teach the world and to be a better example. That's what I did. That's what I signed up for. Not to run your bitches in Carbonation. And it don't matter how much you try to tell me you love me, how much you try to tell me you cared about me. That's a motherfucking lie. Because if any woman would have stepped foot in Carbonation and they didn't like me, then you would have never been with them, period. You would have never let them motherfuckers run through your house. Talking about, I'm not woman enough. Bitch, I'm more of a woman than you could ever meet in your life. I don't give a fuck if I was young and dumb. You done missed out on something real heavy, real good. And bitch, you gonna see me thrive. Thrive. Eliana has a father figure in her life. She doesn't need toxicity. I love my child, and I was not about to raise her in that environment. And I don't give a fuck what nobody has to say, because my life is my life. I don't care what your opinions are about my dad. I don't care what your opinions are about Elia or whatever. I know my life. I know my life, and I know what my experience is. Nobody can tell my story. Only I can. And baby, let me tell you something. Eliana will have a good life. A good life. I will never raise my child around the shit that's in Carbonation. Enough for her to grow up and think that it's okay to be passed around. You think I want my motherfucking child to see them women be a passed around from you to her to them to them to them to them motherfuckers? No. Because she's going to be a woman one day. And I do not want to see her think that it's okay to go from one person to another. That is not okay in no circumstance. But for you to have the audacity to use the knowledge to justify whatever it is that you're doing, whatever the things is that you're doing in Carbonation to justify it. And let me tell you something. Yes, I had my daughter there. I had my daughter at Carbonation, and that's why I was always with her. That's why I was always around her. You know what? I wouldn't even speak. I'm not even going to speak on that situation. But I protected my child at all costs. I protected my child. Why you think I left, motherfucker? I never want Eliana to see that shit. I never want her to grow up around that. The only thing that I ever did with Eliana in my arms is punch that nigga in the motherfucking face. How about that? That's the only thing I did with Eliana, going up against that nigga, being with him or whatever the case. Nobody, you can't sit on, NatureBoy, you can't sit online and tell me that you're the messiah of this motherfucking earth plane. How are you gonna spit divine truth and knowledge and everything like that? But then, when your ass get caught up and go to jail for the shit that you're saying online, incriminating your own self, being your own demise, you run and tell us to call an embassy. Nigga, you gotta be backwards than a motherfucker. You can't tell me that you're the fucking messiah. You can't. Like, please. You can't. You're not a chief. You're not. I'm sorry, you're not. You're a product of your environment. And the only reason why I stayed for so long was not to get him to not be polygamous. No, that wasn't my goal. My goal was to show him that he could do better, that he could go about the situation better, have a different attitude about it. That was my goal. But he's very older. He's stuck in his ways. He is stuck in his ways, and I don't have time to be trying to change a grown-ass motherfucker. I got a whole life ahead of me, bitch. I got goals in life. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, bruh. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one sitting over here with his child. Pocahontas is the one that's sitting over here with his child. Maisha and Javine are the ones that's sitting over here with his children. And he don't give a fuck about near one of them. Do you know how much that hurts? Do you know what it's like to be a woman who knows that the baby father does not even care about the children? Because of his own selfish ways? That means that you have to forget about to be that woman means to forget about the child's father. That's what that means. And to try to hopefully one day be able to explain to her what the fuck is going on. I don't care about what nobody has to say in Carbonation. Nobody in Carbonation can tell me anything. Period. You can't tell me nothing. And he would like to say, well, keep watching. The show ain't over. I would love to keep watching to see how that shit turns out. I wouldn't be surprised if you have motherfucker a whole new group next year. And God bless all of those souls that's over there who's being tormented and they don't even know it. Because all of you look sickly, unhealthy. You don't look happy. You're not expressing yourself. And you motherfuckers sit up there. And I'm talking about everybody in Carbonation. You motherfuckers sit up there and push your self-expression so much to the side that all you can do is express him. You don't really walk around there being who you really want to be. The only person who I really halfway see being who they're going to be is Ephraim. And that shit is going to be faded away very quickly. Mark my words. And for everybody in Carbonation that isn't up close to Chief like that, to be his wife or his direct or whatever, if you are his direct and you will be his direct to all of the women out there who might get over there, you're going to experience exactly what I experienced, just in a different form. Because let me tell you something. A leopard never changes its spots. It only changes how it's going to move different to catch its next prey. So you better be fucking looking out for the signs, motherfucker. Just because I left doesn't mean that it's gonna stop with me, because you're gonna be his next victim. And all of the niggas in Carbonation, you might as well go ahead and lay down and fuck NatureBoy while you can, while you're over there, because you acting more like his wife than the women over there. If you really want to be real, you might as well have a gay relationship with him if that's the case. Because all y'all some bitches over there. All y'all. Because none of y'all stand up for yourself. Y'all all some fake weak ass niggas. Yeah, I said it. Weak ass niggas. Y'all let that man treat y'all like shit. Talk to y'all like shit. And the women, oh, don't get me started. I'm surprised I didn't steal off on one of them bitches. Because Aya was very close to it. She was. But I needed to hit the person who I needed to. Because I'm not really a fighter. I don't fight like that. I never really fought like that in my life. Y'all all might as well be in a relationship together, because the niggas going harder than the women. But for a woman, for you to allow yourself to be passed around the way that you're being passed around, with his name on your ass, you ought to be ashamed of yourself as a woman. That shit looks pretty. You know what he said? Everything that glitters ain't gold. Yeah, well, you better take another motherfucking look at Carbonation. Yeah, they all out in the trees and the flowers and eating all the fruit and shit. And that shit look pretty. But that shit is a living fucking hell. For somebody who knows themselves. For somebody who knows when they're manipulated. For somebody who knows that they're being fucking used as a pawn in a motherfucking chess game to get somebody else what they want, and using you in the process. I'm sorry. I will never let my low self-esteem get the best of me. I will never let myself ever experience what I experienced ever a fucking again. You know what? Only reason why I'm making this live is because this is the shit that's on my heart that I can't sleep from, because niggas want to get online, and not even online, but just even in their heart, get online and think that they can tell the world how the fuck I feel. Bitch, I'm tired of people telling me how I feel. I'm tired. Is take it as a lesson. And I'm going to keep pushing forward.